Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to another video on Young Race Predictor, where today we'll be doing the Bahrain Grand Prix predictions, the qualifying and the race predictions for the first race of 2022. Yes, it's a new season, a new era, new cars and new drivers, and it is indeed going to be another season with amazing drama. So without further ado, let's go for the qualifying predictions. And we are going back to the previous method how we had done our predictions. So we'll be doing the top 20 from backwards, and we'll be doing the last 5 and then the next 5 and then the top 10. So in 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, knocked out of Q1 are Yuki Tsunoda, Nico Hülkenberg, Nicholas Latifi, Lance Stroll and Zhou Guanyu. Now, the reason why I put Zhou Guanyu in the end is because it's his first race in Formula 1, and who knows, he may perform well, he may enter Q2, but I have a feeling in a debut year, in a car like Alfa Romeo, you need to know more about the game than directly going. I mean, if you take an example like Yuki Tsunoda or anything, he managed to pull his car into 13th in the first race of his debut career because he had a car like AlphaTauri. But if you take a car like Schumacher's or Mazepin's, they managed to finish only in last. So I still have a feeling, since it's the first year, Zhou Guanyu may be kicked out of Q1 and he will be in last. Latifi will be in 18th. Tsunoda just getting kicked out of qualifying number 1, with big shocks. Nico Hülkenberg and Lance Stroll kicked out of Q1. I didn't see much of performances in Aston Martin in preseason. I think you guys may haven't as well, but they were performing very well, not up to the perfect expectation. I mean, even if Sebastian Vettel were there, he wasn't there, which is why Nico Hülkenberg replaced him due to he was COVID positive. So I still have a feeling Aston Martin may not perform quite well in the qualifying. So Hülkenberg will be P17, Lance Stroll will be P19, and the next 5 from P11 to P15 kicked out of Q2 are Esteban Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Daniel Ricciardo, Alexander Albon and Valtteri Bottas. Now this is Bottas' first season as an Alfa Romeo driver, and he needs to know more about the car. He does have the experience, so he may have a chance of going into Q2, but I'm not sure if he does have a chance of even going into the top 11 or even the Q3. It would be a big surprise, and it would be indeed a reward if Bottas does go into Q3. But I have a feeling he'll be in P15. Alexander Albon back to Formula 1, but with Williams, he may be in P14. Williams are like an average team now. Daniel Ricciardo being kicked out of Q3. And Mick Schumacher, I put in P12. Esteban Ocon being kicked out maybe by his teammate, who will finish in P10. And if you had looked in the last 10, yes, I haven't put one of the horses. Yes, I still have a feeling Kevin Magnussen will be into Q3. Number 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 are George Russell, Pierre Gasly, Lewis Hamilton, Kevin Magnussen, Norris and Fernando Alonso. Now Haas have been performing very well in the Bahrain preseason testing, with Magnussen topping the second day and Schumacher finishing in P2 on the last day of preseason testing. So I think Schumacher needs like 3-4 races if he needs a chance of going into Q3, but Magnussen has been used to it, and it would be a really good thing if Haas start off with a Q3 appearance. So I have a feeling Magnussen will be P8. Norris P9, not much of a performance. McLaren have been an average team, not the kind of team that had won the Italian Grand Prix in 2021. I have a feeling they may finish in like 4th or 5th, that kind of feeling. So I have a feeling Norris will be 9th in the qualifying. Fernando Alonso kicking out his teammate. Hamilton in P7, Gasly in P6, Bahrain specialist, and George Russell, the first driver for Mercedes, in P5. And number 1, 2, 3 and 4, we have 2 Ferraris and 2 Red Bulls. Charles Leclerc on pole position. Now Ferrari, I do have a feeling Ferrari are going to win the championship this year. You know, they are come out quite well. They have been doing very well in the preseason testing, not like Mercedes, who have gone back down. So I still have a feeling Leclerc is going to be back and showing everyone that Ferrari are back into Formula 1 with a pole position in the first race of the season, ahead of Verstappen, who has been performing quite well in preseason testing in Bahrain. Carlos Sainz in P3 ahead of Sergio Perez. With the race predictions right now, I have 3 shocking podium finishes, I think. In third, we have Lewis Hamilton. Second, we have Max Verstappen. And the winner of the Bahrain Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc from pole position with Ferrari, the constructors. I do have a feeling Charles Leclerc is going to show that Ferrari are back. The fastest lap going to Charles Leclerc, meaning 26 points for Ferrari. And the driver of the day will also be Charles Leclerc, because after all, after 3 years, Ferrari are going to be winning the race. DNFs between 2 to 4. Hope you enjoy the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with all the friends and all the F1 fans we know. Please ask them to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button as well. It's going to be really helpful. And see you next time for the next Saudi Arabian Grand Prix predictions. Until then, next time, goodbye.